This week's mission will focus on removing a sounder from a business within Columbus, Georgia. After receiving a phone call from the groundskeeper, we set up our feeder and camera on the 9th of September to start gathering intel. After a few nights of watching, I realized that the business has a lot more pigs than they realized. We're going to have to take a little more time to see just how many show up. I'll watch over the next few days, and more pigs are coming to the bait site. From the 11th to the 15th, I watched the pigs' numbers continue to multiply. On the 15th, I feel pretty confident that our target package is 17, with a random white and black boar that I've named Spot. Spot has shown up on several cameras within a 5-mile radius of this bait site. He shows for a couple of nights, but then moves on. We won't count him, but if we get him, that's a bonus. On the afternoon of the 15th, I noticed 2 boars decide to come to the bait site by themselves. I guess to chow down before the whole party arrives. This will make for an interesting capture if they follow suit tomorrow. Daryl and I show up on the 16th and install our panels at the bait site, and we do a test drop. He then lifts the right gate, inserts the safety pin, and baits 4 to 6 feet away from the gates. He resets the left gate, exits out of the right gate, and removes the safety pin. It doesn't take long before we get our first notification. I'm about 15 minutes from the trap. I start driving towards the trap site in hopes that the rest of the sounder doesn't show up. As soon as I get close to the trap site, I pull up my Jager Pro app, begin live streaming, I hit record, and I send the drop gate command. Within a few minutes, I arrive at the trap site, dispatch the 2 pigs, and clear them out of the trap. I then reset the gates and I leave to take my daughter back home, and hopefully I make it back before the rest of the sounder shows. 20 minutes later, before I can make it back, I get a notification on my phone. I pull up the Jager Pro app and park just down the road and wait. I watch the sounder take their time going into the trap, and to my surprise, Spot has shown up and is one of the first in. Also to my surprise, there's even more pigs than I've ever seen at this bait site before. Let's see how this plays out. I wait patiently watching as 4 pigs outside of the trap refuse to enter. There is a dominant sow inside the trap that keeps vocalizing to them, giving them a warning not to come in. As I'm watching, I see Spot exit the trap and 3 out of the 4 pigs outside disappear into the wood line with him. I keep watching and the last pig finally enters. I exit my truck and quietly walk to where I can see the trap site with my thermal binocular. Once I see the outside of the trap and the wood line is clear, I pull up my Jager Pro app, hit record, and I hit the drop gate command and let chaos ensue. Rod and I dispatch the pigs, pull them out of the trap, line them up dress right dress, and snap a photo for our and the business's records. We then load the pigs onto a trailer using our hog hooks and brute strength, and he delivers them to a local processor who's requested to meet. I drove around the grounds of the business for a little while longer. I eventually ran up on one of the pigs that disappeared into the wood line feeding in some pines. I grab my thermal scope rifle, check my surroundings, line the crosshairs up on him, and squeeze the trigger. He doesn't run far before he finally drops. I snap a photo and load him up onto the bed of my truck for disposal. I didn't have any activity over the next few days, but I knew of at least 4 more pigs that were in the area, including Spot. So on the 19th, I pulled all the panels down and started the process over. It took a few days, but I began to see 3 pigs show up at the bait site. I watched them for a few nights and decide on the 30th that I have seen all I need to see. Just before lunch on the 30th, Daryl and I return to set up our panels. We do a test drop, lift the gate, bait 4 to 6 feet away from the gate, reset the other gate and exit the trap, removing our safety pin. The pigs waited longer than the previous nights, but at 0244 I get a notification. I pull up my Jager Pro app, hit the live stream, and then I start recording. I let the pigs get into the trap a good distance before sending the drop gate command. I show up to the trap site within the hour, dispatch the pigs, and I snap a photo for the businesses and our records. And as for old Spot, he has earned the top spot on my hit list.
Call or visit us on the web to purchase the latest equipment, learn more about integrated wild pig control methods, or locate our nearest authorized dealers. Be sure to visit our YouTube channel to view the entire instructional video series, or like our Facebook page. If you have a segment idea, or just want to leave us a comment or suggestion, feel free to email us at info@jagerpro.com.